Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Holowitz and I want to thank you for being here for this tutorial this morning on Act and Act email marketing. Well, you have a lot of options on how you can use email to work with prospects and clients within Act. Now, what you might or might not be aware of is that I actually have a website called teachanolddogNewTricks.com. It has all kinds of free computer training on it and also posts about everything about technology. Right now we have more than 400 posts on there and I have more than 80 hours of tutorials and videos that I have personally created on a wide variety of items. Now, the reason I'm showing this to you is twofold. One, I just want to make you aware of it because a lot of the things that are on here you probably use if as an Act user. And second, I have a list in my Act database of approximately 720 contacts that I send an email out to on a somewhat regular basis. And in this case, I used Act's email marketing to do that. I just want to show you a couple things about it. I have two options when sending out an email. I can use Act e-marketing or I can use Swiftpage email. Now it's a little confusing because Swiftpage is the company that owns Act. Swiftpage years ago developed a tool that allowed you to do email marketing from directly within Act. And the best way I can describe it, a lot of the people that are watching this will probably know more about Constant Contact. That's a name they tend to know. Well, with Constant Contact, everything's outside of Act. You have to export your data to get it into Constant Contact, and there's no real reporting. Swiftpage eliminated that by allowing you to do all the marketing inside. But then Swiftpage Email, the company that designed it many years ago, they actually bought Act. So there can be a little confusion there on the name. Now, since they've bought Act, they've also developed a second tool for email marketing. It's called Act Email Marketing or Act E-Marketing. I sent out an email to approximately 720 people on this list. And what is really interesting about Act E-Marketing is the fact that you have what is called a call list that can be a part of this tool. So as people start opening the emails, you will be able to see how hot a lead it is based on a score that they are given based on a variety of criteria. Now, I have columns over here, but you'll notice that right here, I've got three columns that are hidden just because I shrunk them in for privacy reasons. But it tells me how many times they've opened it, how many times I've sent it, and how many clicks within that email. So obviously if they clicked on something, they have a little bit more of an interest. And that's sort of the thinking behind it. You know, who shows the most interest? But if I decided that, for example, this very first contact, if I wanted to go to this contact, I could literally double click on this and it would take me directly to the contact. And from that point, I can literally make a phone call, send another email, do whatever it is that I need to do. So from a sales point of view and a marketing point of view, if you're a telemarketer, if you have salespeople, this can be a phenomenal tool. The one thing I find striking about some of these email marketing tools is this. When you are using them, on the surface they sound amazing to a certain degree. On that note, what I always find people sort of forget about is that it's time consuming to do the follow-up that you think you want to do based on what you saw in all the advertising and the marketing. For example, this is a fairly extensive call list. There's 131 contacts that have opened this email. If I made a decision I want to call all of them, quite honestly, it would take a little bit of time. So you have to plan for that. So I think when it comes to email marketing with Act and some of the other tools available, you also have to put it in perspective and try to understand, okay, what is the reality? You got to do a little reality check and say, you know what, how much time do I have to actually work with this? Act email marketing is built right in. So as an Act 17 user, you're going to have access up to 500 contacts, which you can send as many emails to them as you want, but it's done per contact. If you want to send more emails to more contacts, you have to purchase or upgrade your account. So this is just a brief overview of what I find interesting about some of the email marketing you can do within Act. They can be great tools. You just got to plan a little bit for it, and from there you're all set. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day.